Hey everybody, it's me, deogenz, here with Pokemon of the Week, and this week we're going to bring you Breloom. That's right, this fighting mushroom is ready and agile with its ability Technician, boosting any moves under 60 power. That's 60 base power, so anything 60 or below gets a 50% boost, which is awesome, and it is why you want to combine it with an adamant or jolly nature. If it was up to me, I would say go Jolly, because it's only got 70 speed while its attack is dwarfing it at 130. But on the effort value side of things, it's pretty straightforward as a physical sweeper, maxing out attack and speed. Unfortunately though, with the introduction of the 6th generation, it doesn't really gain a lot. In fact, it loses some things. For one, all those T moves that you see in the additional move set that it would greatly benefit now that it has weakness to Fairy, Iron Tail and Thunder Punch, these things are only Black 2, White 2 tutor moves. So you can only have that on your set unless you do some sort of hacking, and then you're considered a bad person. But you can only have that if you transfer through the Pokemon Bank, which, again, that's going to cost money eventually, so you'll have to transfer and never put it back in there. Otherwise, Nintendo will take your Pokemons for themselves. So with that, it's a bit troubling, and plus the additional weakness to Fairy type. This thing has a shiitake mushrooms amount of weaknesses to go around. So it doesn't really have a lot of defense or special defense to go with it, and it's why you may want to keep it as a sweeper. There is a stall set that we'll look at next, but with the combination of Mach Punch being powered up and having a +1 for priority, it's guaranteed to come in and be a revenge kill, and you can quickly switch it out or use Spore, which is why you'll have to consider your items. Items you'll have to choose carefully, because if you're going all-out attack, then I would recommend one of the choice items, whether it be Band or Scarf, because it will definitely benefit greatly from Scarf. In fact, people who have faster sweepers than you won't see Breloom coming in a blur if it has these enhanced moves from move tutors of the past, combined with the choice Scarf and Technician. Mach Punch is always good as revenge kill, Spore is like a guaranteed sleep, and Bullet Seed, although not very effective in base power, only 25, remember, gets a boost from Technician and hits consecutively, so sometimes it will hit 5 times in the row, if you're lucky. However, if defense is more your style, then the Stall Spore set is for you. Now, again, there is nothing really you can do about its pitiful defense or special defense. It's not like you can include an Eviolite on this poke, it's already maxed out in evolution, and I am wondering if Breloom will be pushed down a tier thanks to the addition of the Fairy type. I'm wondering if it will maybe balance it out and push it further down as it gains more weaknesses, and not a whole lot from the 6th gen. I mean, this poke has had Poison Heal before, however, you'll need to utilize it in this set as opposed to Technician, where that's an all-out brawl set. This is meant to annoy your foes immeasurably. Here's how it works. First, you want the natures that benefit your defenses or special defense up to you. You want to have a Toxic Orb to make sure that you can activate your ability, Poison Heal, which essentially is like leftovers. And Poison Heal will take the damaging effects of poison and convert it into healing effects, so it's a reverse awesome for this mushroom poke. Protect is crucial in having a stall ability for your set here. Drain Punch is good as a stab and recovery type move. Spore will put your opponents to sleep, and Leech Seed will slowly drain away your opponent's health and possibly switch them out, because if they're having a sweeper on the field and you wreck them with a Leech Seed and you just keep stalling them with Protect, Drain Punch, Spore, there's really not a whole lot they can do. And Substitute could be a good option here, but the next set will go more into a sub-focus and how it'll be probably one of Breloom's best options aside from Technician. Now, as far as this set goes, I would rank it pretty interesting, and it's fun to use for sure, but with its weak defense and special defense, if something gets the jump on you and is faster, and you can't use Spore immediately, you might be knocked out in one hit. So all that Toxic Orb, Poison Heal strategy might not work if you come across a really strong sweeper opponent. So keep that in mind as you're switching out, and try to counteract things that Breloom resists, like Steel types, for example. And our last set comes from the Smogan/Charles T community of the comment section last video of Avalog. You should definitely check that out if you missed it. It would certainly be the poke to take this thing out. It would stall the stall because it's a much larger wall. Anyway, he suggested this setup with the focus punch, and I had just a couple of extra recommendations to make. He wanted to max out the physical attack, which is a good idea with focus punch, and hit points of this poke, but I say you max out its speed instead, because if you don't get the jump on that substitute and setting up your spore focus punch combo, you're really not going to hold a chance. You'll also want to keep Poison Orb on this poke along with the ability Poison Heal. Rather, did I say Poison Orb? I meant Toxic Orb if I said Poison Orb. And Poison Heal. This way you have the effect of leftovers and are always getting a little bit of health even if you don't set up Leech Seed right away. Quite frankly, I would hide immediately behind the sub, then set up Spore, and then use Leech Seed. But it's up to you depending on how fierce the foe is. You may want to focus punch it immediately, but remember, that can't be done until a sub is set up. So be wise on your switches, and make sure to probably actually use Spore first, now that I think about it. Because if your opponent is asleep, setting up a sub is simple, and so is Leech Seed. So depending on what you need, whether it's more health or just to knock another sweeper out, this set is fun to use. So that about wraps up Breloom's breakdown. Let me know what you think of this poke in the comments below. Have you used it before? I hope so. I've been deogenz reminding you to subscribe to Planet Poke, and I will see you next week. Oh, and just a note about next week, I won't be in my home, well, in my current home to make videos, so I'm going to make the next week's video in advance. So if you're making any sort of suggestions for this set, sorry, I won't be seeing it, but I will be seeing it afterwards, so you should comment anyway. But I will see that all in the coming weeks. Bye! Hello everyone, welcome to my Heart Gold Soul Silver EV training guide. This is the introduction in which we will discuss what the heck is effort value training anyway. Well, here's a great comparison to make you realize the importance of these things, these hidden stats that Nintendo will not let you know about. Have you ever versed a friend who had the same